is being so laggy. For some reason, that commercial was just being really weird. Anyway, what's up? How's it going, man?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
What did you think of UFC 280?
Um, have we not talked about this? We haven't talked about
We
UFC.
talked about we had a space, but we haven't
Oh.
had an actual podcast.
Oh, well, man, I think Sean O'Malley won. I think TJ is a bitch. I think TJ shouldn't. I think there's no reason why you can't say that you have an injury and you can call it. I don't know. Probably want to get paid, understandably. He was out for 2 years, but still, like, what the hell, man? What else?
The main event, the money we won.
Islam, champion, yeah, good for him. Happy birthday, Islam Makhachev. It's his birthday today. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Um, and he's also now the champion. Charles Oliveira, I don't know where he goes after this.
Yeah, that's definitely something I want to get into today.
I don't know where he goes because he already beat Poirier.
Beneil Dariush.
You have to beat Beneil Dariush because he mops the floor with Gaethje.
I think Beneil Dariush should wait until he has a title fight. I think that's the smartest thing for him because he's on an 9 fight win streak now, 8 or 9 fight.
That's crazy.
And they just won't give him a fucking title shot. But I think now that he just beat, by the way, a training camp partner of Islam Makhachev, Matus Gamrot trains in Khabib's camp.
Yeah.
And Dariush just mopped him up. It wasn't like completely one-sided, but Dariush absolutely fucked up Gamrot.
Yeah, he fucked him up. It wasn't one-sided because Gamrot did bring him down.
Best hit of the fucking picks.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah. He did like that weird like backflip, kind of. Not like a backflip, but like a front flip, and he would change positions, go into like a north-south, and get out like every time.
Oh, to do a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled out of a bunch of positions.
Flip, dude. It was
I was telling you, Dariush has some great wrestling and some great takedown defense.
Yeah.
Gamrot was like, I can look up.
Well, Gamrot did take him down.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't do anything with it, and I think he only took him down like twice, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally
wrong. Yeah, I think it don't matter who Islam's facing, dude.
He's 4 of 19 for takedowns.
4 takedowns, yeah.
Well,
a lot of attempts.
I think you're right. Sorry, I think you're right, but I also think that a guy like Dariush might be his kryptonite. If Islam doesn't get takedowns, we saw that Makhachev had better striking than we thought.
Yeah.
Which we kind of expected to happen because we were both of the opinion like his striking sucks.
Yeah.
And so I knew like going into the fight like, okay, his striking's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be good as Oliveira's, and I still don't believe that it is good as Oliveira's. Yeah. I think once you're in there with him, man, the fucking pressure he puts on and the intimidation that he has is too much for a lot of people. Like as soon as you step in the cage with him, you're waiting for the takedown.
Yeah.
Like that's all you care about, and then all of a sudden you start throwing fucking combos. You're like, okay, I gotta put my hands up, and then you get taken down.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev's been the champ for a long time, dude. Like a long time. We're gonna see like kind of like a John Jones run here.
I would love to. Maybe. How old is he? Is he older than Khabib?
No, younger than Khabib.
31 years. I think he is older than Khabib.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
Oh, his birthday's September 27th.
He's an active fighter, though. He could fight 3-4 times a year, dude. Like, not give a fuck. Like,
Khabib's 34. Never mind. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, John Jones just becoming champion at 22 was just crazy, dude. And just holding for that many years.
Speaking of young champions, Muhammad Makhachev won in UFC 280 in a pretty weird fight. Makhachev actually he almost got choked out in like the first or second round.
Second round.
Yeah, like the bell rang and he was deep in a rear naked choke.
End of the second. Yeah.
And then he ended up getting a submission of his own in the end of the third round. Makhachev, 21 years old.
Yeah.
just got ranked in the flyweight division.
Yeah,
He's number 15.
He wants to be the youngest champion.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a bigger shot because Dana's trying to make history always, trying to do shit that sells tickets, and I wouldn't be surprised if Makhachev tries to get shots at the top.
Yeah.
Good for him. I mean, he seems like he's good enough. He seems like he deserves it.
Yeah. Plus, it helps negotiations with John Jones. Be like, well, this guy just did it. You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
just like you could always put against him, make John Jones want to come back. It's all a fucking mind game.
I put up a poll today about John Jones. We can talk about polls.
I wouldn't get a good vote.
And
for not like no comment,
right?
Not under anything. It all trickles.
I want to say I actually just voted on my own Twitter because I totally forgot about it. But I think everybody said
one of those guys
in March is when they think he'll come back UFC 285, and I can see that too. Right now, UFC 285 is headlined by Chimaev versus Covington. So I can see that being put to the back burner, seeing Jones versus Stipe.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some polls real quick. We've been doing a lot of shit on Twitter. You seem to really hit the fucking nail on the coffin. Shout out to the MMA media. Shout out to Logan Offord for kind of not really networking with us, but we've been trying to get that partnership going for a little bit. He's at least like corresponding with us. Like I DM him a little bit. We talk about shit. We've interacted on Twitter a couple times. So shout out to MMA media. And an interesting take, I thought, in those comments. So the MMA media posted about Conor McGregor coming back in 2023. He says he wants to fight in the first quarter, but he's not enrolled in USADA yet. So it would be the earliest that he could come back without an exception was April? Okay. And you put up who you think his next opponent will be. The last time I checked, the most looked at answer was, I'm pretty sure, Gaethje?
No, Jorge Masvidal. Gaethje is not an option.
And Jorge Masvidal is the one that I've been saying. I think he should go after for a while.
Yeah.
But go
on. So 961 votes in 3 hours. 3 hours.
You can set Twitter polls to like hours.
Yeah, hours, days, 7 days. You can do 2 days.
Yeah, I was pretty sure a week was like
30 minutes.
You can do.
I just did 3 hours. Well, he tweeted it at 4 o'clock.
So you did it so we could talk about it on the pod.
Exactly. Exactly. And I wish I did it for a little longer because I won 1,000. It seems like
this is our second tweet with just under 1,000 interactions of some sort.
Yeah.
In the last like 4 days.
Michael Chandler, Nate Diaz 3, Jorge Masvidal, Leon Edwards. Now I just threw Leon Edwards. I just threw that. That's just the bone. Bro.
No. That's honestly not like it's in his top 5 fights because he wants to be a title.
Yeah, I think it's just like for engagement, algorithm wise, whatever. Leon Edwards champion. 35% Michael Chandler, 18% Nate Diaz 3, 42% Jorge Masvidal, 5% Leon Edwards.
And I think we're in a really interesting position right now where a lot of these lightweights are going to be like, maybe I'll look for another fight besides the title fight. With Islam being there, they might be like, let's see what else is in the division for me. I don't have to rush to the title just yet.
Yeah.
So you got guys like Chandler, Poirier. And if Poirier wins, I really think that Poirier will go for a title shot against Makhachev in 2023.
Yeah, I think he loses.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, I would bet the boat. I would bet the first 4 fights or 5 fights Makhachev has.
He's gonna be a huge favorite.
I know, but I would literally put all my money on every single fight, dude.
Like, what do you think Makhachev will be against Poirier?
The minus 400.
Yeah. Maybe not quite that extent.
Minus 330, minus 350, minus 370. I mean, is there a difference?
I think Poirier is a little bit better of a matchup, but Oliveira has a stronger jiu-jitsu game, which is more dangerous. Like, I see Poirier being a decision winner. Like, he's not going to knock out Makhachev. He would have to win by decision, and there's no fucking way you get that guy to a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, since we're on the topic of polls, though, there was a couple that I did a couple days ago that got done. You did, when will John Jones fight next? And 27% December, 27% February, 33% March, and 13% said he'll never fight again. I wish you could do like 4. I wish you could do 5 options.
Oh yeah. Why is that?
I don't know, like or just more.
Well,
like,
what I
up to
usually
10
do for-
options. Like I feel like 10 options, like you could do like a
What I
real
usually do
accurate-
for polls is I'll put 3 options and then I'll put the fourth option as other write-in comments.
Yeah. Well, you can only do 4. 4 is the max.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
for the fourth option, I put other write-in comments. Try to see if I can get some engagements, and sometimes it'll work.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do polls like just about every day. I haven't really been able to do it this week.
I'm trying to see if like the trickle down effect will happen, because we got like 300, 900. If we just do polls in general with hashtag UFC, if people just recognize our fucking emblem,
Right.
they'll just
After a while-
just click the poll, dude, because they
Yeah.
already see it. And the other thing, and I also was thinking like if someone's already clicking on this guy's fucking tweet, I'm like, and they scroll down and they see the first tweet is us doing a poll. Well, they already clicked on the tweet. They're 100% gonna click on the fucking poll, dude.
Yeah, it might.
They just went all through that. Well, it's not really a big effort to click on it.
I don't know how everybody is on Twitter, but if I see a poll, I'm always gonna at least check it out. And maybe if I don't know
I
the
don't.
subject, I won't like it. But I almost always vote on polls. If I see them on
I
Twitter.
don't. I never vote. I
Really?
never vote on polls. I never even look at them ever. Like they don't interest me. You know, like I do like a couple, like if here or there, like I'm scrolling by, I'm like, oh yeah, that one, boom. But like I don't know. I feel like if someone goes through the effort to look through the tweet initially, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's already there, boom. And it obviously works because it's getting more engagements in the actual fucking tweet.
Right. Yeah.
If anything-
that Conor McGregor post had like 650 likes. We had like 930.
Exactly. It's almost like they click the tweet and they see the poll. It's like, fuck the tweet. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
right to the poll.
Right.
You know, and I think I'm fucking with him a little bit because like he's still getting a lot of engagement more than us. Like
Yeah.
we're getting him engagements by doing that, but he's not going as viral as if you noticed. Like he's not getting as much retweets and likes.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Since I did that,
I'll
3
tell you
days
what.
ago.
I'll tell you what. Twitter engagement I had under his comment right before 280.
Yeah.
Can't remember exactly what it was, but it was the one that Buddy got fucking 2,000 likes on his,
like
on his
3,000
comment.
likes, bro.
Yeah.
Like what, that.
I can't even remember. That's so funny. Like I remember the engagements. I
Yeah.
remember having Twitter beef with so many people.
Imagine how many he got.
That's what I mean. He got like 12,000 likes on the tweet.
Oh, he got 12,000.
Yeah.
And
when
he fucking.
Well, I tweeted it right after. Like I tweeted my comment to his post when he had like 300 likes.
Yeah.
And then I just kept looking. I mean, you saw the notifications. You're getting notifications on that tweet for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like at least. And it just kept getting up. The more that guy's, I can't remember his name, but the guy got that guy like 2,500 likes on his comment.
Like no fucking. He was like a nobody too.
Oh yeah, he still has like 100 followers.
Yeah.
But like, the more and more his numbers went up, MMA media's went up too. So we're almost like, we should really reach out to him and start talking to him about like, hey man.
Oh no, not him.
No,
Not
MMA
him.
media.
Oh.
We should reach out to MMA media and be like, hey, if you're about to put out a tweet that like you think is going to be a really good tweet, let us know, and we can put something in your comments and we can help it go viral.
Well, I was thinking that, but what's stopping him from doing it? Right underneath after he tweets it. Nothing. He don't need us. So like obviously we're just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, of course.
Not like milk it, but
like, if we got a heads up from him from some kind of tweet and we could prepare a tweet, that would
well, the heads up is the notifications, dude. You have notifications on. Like as soon as I see him tweet, the poll's going out. Like right away on the comments. Like right away. Like,
is this something you're gonna start doing all the time? Are you gonna put polls on comments?
There is no other account that does those polls like that. I have never seen an account do a poll in a comment.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a tweet. I don't know. I think it's a good niche.
Sure.
I've been looking in. I told you the other day. Like that's something that I think a lot of people like because if they're already going to the fucking tweet, they're gonna vote on the poll, dude. It's just so obvious. Not obvious, but it's like I'm already fucking here. Boom.
Dude, I was just telling you, like every time I see one, I fucking vote on it. So I definitely think we should keep it up.
Yeah.
I am glad that you did because I'm gonna start getting back to my weekly or my daily polls.
Yeah.
I don't know why I stopped doing it. It just kind of.
You need to look at Reddit, dude. Reddit
know you've
is
been saying
your
that.
fucking app. Like that is like you can not like your app. Like I'm
I've
saying,
never been on Reddit.
I know, but it's like your persona.
I get what
of
it
a
is. It's like
media app.
threads, and you keep going onto it, and like you can add stuff.
You can make a whole new thread. You
Right,
can
yeah.
literally write your whole article on Reddit and post it to 20 different pages.
Right. No, I get that. I'm totally aware of that.
Yeah, like you can share it to like big MMA pages.
For me, Reddit is very similar to Facebook. I really think so.
Yeah, Reddit's better. It really is, bro. It's so community based, and like you can gift people coins and stuff, and like karma. It's all runs on karma. So if like you have a bad tweet, you're gonna get like bad karma. But if you have a good one, you're gonna get good karma, and it all like reconciles like to you, to your community. Like, you build a community by posting to those other threads. It's excuse me, it's really fucking fascinating. I'm having a hard time like understanding it, like navigating it, but like, bro, it's fucking pretty impressive what they're doing over there. It is very impressive. It's
I'm sure it is. I'm sure, and I know you talked about the community and like,
Yeah.
you kind of have a niche, and like this niche is connected to that niche, and you can kind of both correspond at one time. Like I get all that, and it is smart. It's just a lot of work. I've been trying to get more.
Oh
stuff
no,
done.
it's not at all. Wow, it's none at all, bro. Like it's literally like you can literally post it and like you already follow. Oh, like you already write the fucking articles. Like you just literally post it to all the other pages. Like it's not hard at all.
Well, there's another thing I'll look into. Sure, and I really do mean that. Like I think it's a good idea. I just I've been trying to get a bunch of shit done. I feel like I have done a bunch of shit this week. I finally launched a Facebook page. I think that's going to be big. This is the first podcast on our own Facebook page.
Yeah.
So I also started the Rumble. I have to edit this clip and post it onto Rumble. I can't just post it like I do for all the other ones, like when I go live here.
So I was listening to a space. Wait, you want to finish?
No, that was basically it.
All right. So I was listening to a space today, more or less like we're in a weird time in media where like decentralized media, meaning like podcasts and stuff, is going to be very marketable. Elon Musk bought Twitter today, like in the morning, he bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the first tweets he posted was he wants commercialization and sponsorship should be fun in a way. So he's gonna integrate that into Twitter. Like you're really gonna have like this could be like Twitter, like on Spaces, and like they're gonna be able to monetize the Spaces and give you fucking money
right
for having sponsors.
I'm surprised that. I guess I'm not surprised by it that Twitter hasn't already done that. I can see why Elon's doing that. It's a smart move for him because getting monetized Spaces is just going to make people do more Spaces.
Yeah.
And which is going to help his brand. It's going to help people, connect on Twitter.
It
makes a lot of sense. It totally makes a lot of sense. I would say this. I think that profiles like fucking Davi and Ben the Bane, if Twitter Spaces get monetized, I think that they're going to start making money.
Yeah.
I think they're going to start getting fucking coin.
No, this is what I mean, dude. So, like, I don't know if we, honestly, fuck it. We're going to talk about it here because we're a media company. We're talking about media. I think, like, if we, like, this one guy, dude, just started doing spaces, like, once a day. Once a day, he started growing. Then he started doing 2 a day. Then he started doing 3 a day. Now he's up to 4 a day. And he's the fucking biggest space media in the whole shebang, dude. There's nobody else that listens to this fucking guy more than anybody. And all he does is talk about media and NFTs, dude. That's all he talks about.
Okay.
All he talks about for an hour each time. So, like, if we're, like, gonna do the fucking media thing, it's gotta be a grind, bro. A grind.
Yeah, of course.
It has to be. You literally, like, no one cares. Like he was saying today, he's like, no one cares that you do it like once a day, or like not once a day, like once a week or once a month. They're like, no one cares. They want to see you every fucking day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're gonna grow.
Right.
That's what he said, And like I'm just like, you know what? This guy's kind of making fucking sense.
No, it definitely makes sense.
It
I think
definitely
that-
makes fucking sense.
I think that the easiest way to lose dedicated followers is to become unrelevant. You know, like people
Yeah.
get relevant by staying in the media spotlight.
Mm.
And like look at I don't know. You can look at any major athlete. Look at Connor. Connor's actually a pretty good example. Now, Connor
Anybody.
will always be Connor.
Poirier and hot sauce.
Right. Like Connor will always be Connor, but
Yeah, well,
over the last year,
I say that's a bad example
well, just hear me out.
because it's Conor McGregor.
Right, but do you think Conor McGregor is as popular as he was 2 years ago?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
You think
Fucking Conor McGregor, dude. If he was to fight the camera guy,
he would?
dude, half the world's gonna watch.
Right, but as of right now, or as of the last year, he hasn't fought anybody.
Yeah, I know. I still that. Don't,
I'm not saying he doesn't have followers. I'm not saying
No,
he's
I'm
not
not saying.
still
I'm not
huge.
saying that at all. I'm not saying that. I think it's Conor McGregor, bro.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
it's like, what about Floyd Mayweather?
It's the exact same
Is he
thing.
big?
He's not as big as he was when he was fighting Connor.
Oh my god.
I think the longer you
You're
go
looking at
out
it
of the
wrong.
media,
You're looking at it wrong in that aspect. I
All right.
think.
it's fine. You want to keep going
Talking
about
about the
media
greatest-
stuff, or do you want to get into some UFC stuff?
No, I think media is UFC. No.
Well, I wanted to talk about like UFC 280 a little bit, but we don't have
Yeah,
to.
go ahead.
Islam Makhachev and Aljamain Sterling retained their titles. I think Aljamain Sterling proved a point. I remember after the first fight, everybody was like, "Dude, this dude fucking sucks. Like Aljo's terrible." And now he is, I think, number 7 in the pound for pound rankings.
Aljo, you beat a guy with one arm.
What do you think about
You beat a
that?
guy with one arm.
What do you
Aljo.
think about him being number 7 pound for pound in the UFC?
Shit, you should be out of the top 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's plenty of people that could beat his ass in the pound for pound that are not in the pound for pound. There's plenty out there.
well, in the bantamweight division, dude, it's tough. Like we already talked about how we think Sean O'Malley gets dusted by him. Cheeto Vera is an interesting matchup, but
Tito Vera, bro.
after
Cheeto.
the long run, I want to say Aljo is able to beat Cheeto on the ground.
Cheeto.
You think Cheeto beats Aljamain?
I think it's damn close. I think it's a damn close fight.
Problem is, I don't think we've seen Cheeto against a great wrestler, and that's the only thing that I would say. Like that would be a huge test for him.
Yeah. What about Henry Cejudo?
Henry Cejudo is a really huge name, and I can't wait for the UFC to announce he's back in the player pool because it's definitely going to happen in 2023. I think that is the next bantamweight title
I think
fight.
that is the fight. That sells, bro.
And what's crazy is, well, so Henry Cejudo's 5'4", right?
This small little guy. Could beat
Aljamain
my fucking
Sterling.
ass.
Aljamain Sterling is going to have an 8-inch reach advantage on Henry Cejudo.
Yeah.
And what's even crazier is Henry Cejudo at first was talking about coming back for featherweight. So going back to fucking Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. That would be nuts. Now, Max Holloway has a 76-inch reach advantage, so he would have a 12-inch reach advantage
Oh my
on
god.
Henry Cejudo.
I don't
So
think Henry Cejudo's gonna be able to make this cut.
that's what I was thinking too. Like he's been out for a minute, man. He's been out for a while.
He's gonna have a hard time cutting. I'm 100% betting Aljamain. 100%, bro. 100%. 8-inch reach advantage. 65% of the time. 65% of the time. Numbers. Statistics. 65% of the time they win.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go
It's
65%.
so it's a matchup nightmare for Aljamain. For Cejudo, I think, because Aljo is almost as good of a wrestler as Cejudo. Because Cejudo is an Olympic gold medalist. Like Cejudo is an amazing wrestler. But when you counter that with the fact that Aljo's reach is going to make him, in my opinion, far superior standing.
Deontay Wilder's also a bronze medalist boxer. I know it's like completely different, but I mean, like, I did put a lot of hype to the gold medal, but now, like, I'm kind of coming down from it after a couple of days. It's like, all right, bro, that's fucking 20 years ago. Like, we're in 2023.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, there's tons of more people that are way better at wrestling now. People that are way better at jiu-jitsu now. There's way more black belts. There's way more fucking blue belts now than there is in the early 2000s. Like,
For sure. Absolutely.
It's fucking
So
yeah.
when you want to talk about the
Aljamain's gonna win. Mop the floor with him. I hope he comes in at -160.
I bet he will. I bet that's really close to what it'll be. I do think that the lines will get closer than that, though. It's Henry Cejudo. I mean, the only person I believe that he's ever lost to, I could be wrong, but I believe the only person he's ever lost in UFC was Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, who was like the pound for
Yeah,
pound
he was
god for a long time.
Yeah. That division was also dead at the time.
100%.
We're now jumping into a division that's with fucking killers in this division, dude.
Mhm.
Like we're talking about maybe the best division.
I
Aren't
would
we
say-
just
I
talking
would say
about
the
the best
bantamweight-
division?
Yeah, I would say the bantamweight's the best division.
So you're jumping into the best division where there were no fucking nobodies. Yeah, dude. You don't know what he's jumping into. You really don't.
Do you think
I think he
gets,
should stay
Do you think
retired.
he deserves a title shot when he comes
Right
back?
away, yeah, I absolutely do.
I
If your only
do
loss
too.
is to Mighty Mouse when he was pound for pound, and you were the champion before, and you just wasn't his last fight TJ?
Yes.
Doesn't
No, it was Dominic Cruz.
Okay, look at where Dominic. Cruz
By
is
the way,
at.
he knocked out Dominic Cruz and Dillashaw in the first round.
First minute. Okay, but him and TJ's fight, they kind of just swung.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And TJ got caught.
Yeah.
On EPOs. So I think Henry Cejudo, you are fucked. That's what I think.
So he's 16-2. He lost to Joseph Benavidez right after losing to Mighty Mouse.
Nice stand.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. I'm really bringing out the big guns,
Yeah.
sparing no expense.
Yeah. I like how your camera's close, mine's far away.
Well, you said last time that you liked that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I got the whole fucking.
Right.
Dude, I feel like
You could do that too if you'd rather.
What?
We could put it right there for you.
No. Look at me.
You're flying like a seagull.
I'm fucking flying. I'm
dude.
flying high. I'm fucking flying, bro. Like these
so,
tweets, bro. These tweets are flying. Hey, check out the polls. These tweets are fucking going viral, bro. Viral. Very soon. A lot of engagements. A lot of shit going down. Boom. There it is. There it fucking is.
@ complete_MMA.
We got merch coming soon. Why does the bio look like that?
Because this was taken before UFC 280.
Oh, yeah. You gotta change that.
Okay.
Oh, no. You gotta change that picture. The bio is much, much, much better now. Much more professional. Yeah, check it out. Big things gonna be happening on Twitter. Just fucking feel it in my fucking loins.
Feeling your plums.
Yeah, I think we should be doing it. I think we should both just quit our fucking jobs and just do that 3-4 times a day.
I would love to. Hopefully soon I can. I don't get the money for that right now.
I just have to take out a loan.
Yeah, let's do that.
Fucking full send it.
Full
send it. How many followers does Ron have on Twitter?
No. Fans only.
2,500.
Here's the thing though. That's 2,500, and that's all in this market. You know what I mean? It's not like he has internet, not international. It's not like he has fans in California that are looking at it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he
got
has
fans in the fucking UK.
He has 1,300 followers.
Is it?
1,300. But it's all from fucking.
Is that Ron?
Like Rhode Island and Matt. No, this is fans only. I don't know if Ron has a Twitter. Shout out Ron Robert, man.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Ron, dude.
Shout out Fans Only Sports.
Thanks for supporting. I'll never forget that. On God. Trust me, I won't. Just wait until I get fucking diggity down with these NFTs, bro. Ron, you're gonna love me. Yeah. Just imagine like you were to make an NFT for this fucking podcast, bro, and you got like some crazy access or something. You know, or like I don't know. I'm fucking motivated, dude. I see like all these tweets and stuff. Big Ben Rothwell, giving us a follow, dude. Do I think it's a coincidence that he followed us in the 1 week that we did a podcast every day that week? I don't believe in coincidences, bro. That shit, he saw us on the fucking timeline every single day. Every single day. You gotta think, every single day we're on the fucking timeline. Or like every hour on the timeline. It's not a coincidence.
I remember the last time we looked up our tweets, right? Like the last time we were on it was Thursday or something. So
Yeah.
it was like a week ago basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 2,800, I think, and we have more than 3,100 now. So you got to think that's 300 tweets in a week. This is a pretty fucking good amount. It's 40 a day.
Yeah, but we're not doing enough. We're not doing enough. There's people that literally tweet
No, I get that.
300 times
we
a
could
day.
definitely be doing more. I totally understand
Yeah.
that.
But it's not even like, man, it's engagement farming, like figuring out like what's popping in the algorithm, what's trending, like what is going on, like what is everyone saying?
Mhm.
What is everyone fucking saying? What is everyone talking about? If you are you gonna, or are you the type, or are you gonna tweet like a week before something for that next week later for it to blow up? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
See, this is why I was talking to you about the idea I had for the actual company that I want to one day have, right?
yeah,
And I mean, at first I called it Complete Sports Network. That was like kind of the
yeah.
broad idea. A to Z Complete was kind of like our thing for the longest time. I feel like that would really be the
Well, that would
figurehead, the
be
top of the pyramid.
But exactly. Well, that's like,
what I was gonna say is
that would be your podcast for your.
I feel like that would be yours. A to Z.
Oh no, I can never do any. Well, I can do things alone. I don't know why I'm going to say that, but like I feel like I couldn't do a podcast alone, or like
I feel like you totally could. I
I feel
definitely feel like you could. I feel like
oh, I definitely could go on some rants by
right,
myself. Like,
100% you could. I
but
feel like
it
if
needs
you
to
just
be
kind of had like maybe if you had someone in the background, or if you just gave yourself like flashcards,
I need
you
a good
just
producer.
switch to a new one.
I'd have to have a producer like popping things up for me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I could definitely do it on my own. Would I like to? No. I think that's what I don't like about. That's what I do like about spaces, dude, because you can have like 10 speakers up there.
Mhm.
It doesn't just need to be you. Like you need to have that audience at first, but I feel like once you have like 4 people in a space, you can talk about pretty much fucking anything. You know,
Right.
whoever wants to come along for the fucking show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most decentralized media form that we have.
Spaces, you're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
It's not decentralized in YouTube. It would be much harder right now. That's why I think we should just fucking not get rid of YouTube, but it's so much harder to get recognized by YouTube.
I feel like YouTube is a secondary media. It's the part like
It's
if
not
our
a
Twitter
good
blows
media.
up,
Exactly.
if our Twitter blows up, then we can. Well, first of all, the only way, maybe not the only way, but 99% of the time, if you blow up on YouTube, you're editing videos and you're making like content.
Yeah.
Like we just record podcasts and put it on YouTube.
The best, yeah, exactly. Which a lot of people do that. So we're not. A lot of people just do that. They do it with Twitch streaming. They do it with
100%,
people just
but,
watch
like-
videos and react to them. And
But
people
like we're
watch
gonna
them.
need to get big like on Twitter and then start promoting our YouTube for our YouTube to get big.
I'm glad you're on the Twitter sphere because these people are talking about it today. Twitter is the hub to everything, dude. If you have a following on Twitter, you can get a following on Reddit. If you have a following on Twitter, you can get a following on YouTube, like you just said. Like the YouTube, I mean, Twitter is the central of all media. It really fucking is. Like you know what Clubhouse is?
No.
No. So like Clubhouse was like a thing during Corona in the shutdown. Like it blew up, dude. Blew up. It was just like spaces. People just talking, celebrities talking in them. Twitter offered to buy them. They offered to buy Clubhouse, and they were like, no, we don't want to buy them. We don't want to buy them. We don't want to sell. I mean, we don't want to sell. What do you know? 6 months later, they come out with Twitter Spaces, and Clubhouse is nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing. Nobody even goes to Clubhouse.
Right.
Which is interesting because I think Clubhouse is underrated. I think maybe we should be posting on there. I think that's a good opportunity. Kind of like what Twitter Spaces was for the past like year. Like nobody used them, dude. Nobody even fucking used them, and it's like all those people that use them for this whole year, or for these next like 2 or 3 years. If you were to build a following on Twitter Spaces, you're gonna make it through. You're gonna be there forever. Like you're gonna be like one of the footprints, kind of like what we saw in YouTube in 2007.
Right.
Much easier to get a following in 2007. Now,
it's like getting
fucking
it on,
forget about
it's
it.
like getting it on Sunlight before there was fucking
Yeah,
Sunlight.
you need to go. You need
Jonah
to.
Hill.
Well, a lot of these people say adapt or die.
Mhm.
Adapt or fucking die. We gotta adapt, or we're gonna fucking die, dude.
I don't know.
We're
I
gonna
feel you.
fucking. We're gonna literally
I
fucking
feel
die.
you. I
Like,
gotcha.
Yeah, I think this whole like Twitter and these commercial things, dude, is gonna fucking change the game. It's gonna change the game. It really is.
So what do you think about this weekend?
Can they not see that? No. I got the long shot ticket, so these are all my picks. Oh wait, no, I don't think Steve Garcia's gonna win, but I'm got faith in Chase Hooper.
Allen or Kattar?
Allen. Which I think Kattar is gonna win, but everyone on Twitter is talking about Arnold Allen, dude. That makes me think the bookie's got something up. The bookie, that's how the bookie fucking wins. Is when everyone bets on one guy. So
And then we both have Max Griffin.
yeah, Max Griffin.
What else do we have this weekend? We both have Cortez Acosta. Waldo.
Yeah, I'm not betting on
over
Arlovsky.
Jared Vanderaa.
Yeah,
I think I will be betting on him. I looked him up, and Jared Vanderaa has always been a guy of mine that I like to
no,
fade.
Arlovsky. I don't like Arlovsky.
Arlovsky's fighting DeLima.
Yeah.
Josh Fremd versus Trishan Gore. I saw someone that put like fucking 6 units on Josh Fremd at
Really?
-144. I'm like,
Who though?
really that much?
On
Can't remember
Twitter?
exactly. Yeah, it was on Twitter. I can't remember exactly who it was.
It
It was someone we follow. No, it wasn't Clint McLean. But I was like, holy shit, really? Someone's that confident, huh? So I already kind of had him, but it was pretty close. But I'm gonna go ahead. That kind of just sent me over the top. So I like Fremd, but not enough really to actually put money on. Like I'm not with that. I'm not gonna do it.
Mm.
And then we have Dustin Jacoby over Khalil Roundtree, right?
Yeah, I can't bet on it, but I definitely got Jacoby.
It's not on the sportsbook.
No.
Roman Dolidze versus Phil Haas was the fight that we are due. I don't know.
I would probably bet Roman Dolidze, and I'm going to tell you why, because we're having second guesses on Phil Haas. Phil Haas is the favorite. It's a weird number, round number, -170. I feel like they want you to bet on Phil Haas just because of the name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Roman.
I'm
going to go Roman.
I
don't know why.
I think that this strategy that we've had, that you've really adapted, of like the casino wants us to bet on this, so let's bet on the other one. I think that's a good strategy. That's a good thing to keep in mind.
It's psychology.
Yeah, I get that. But like at the end of the day, I don't want that to inhibit what I like. You know what I mean? So
no,
like,
not at all. It shouldn't.
Right.
It shouldn't.
And for me, if we're saying that the odds, the bookmakers, the casino wants us to bet on Phil Haas, it's interesting to me.
They do want us to bet on him.
Because for me, I'm like 60-40 Phil Haas as it is, right?
Me too.
But when we looked up Roman Dolidze, and this is why I like Haas. When we looked up Roman Dolidze, we saw that he has one loss, and it was a really fucking close loss. So I was like, oh shit, Dolidze should win. Dolidze also has like 2 or 3 takedowns on all of his fights. I'm like, oh, that's really good. But Phil Haas has 100% takedown defense.
Yeah,
He's never been taken down.
But Phil Haas does not have good defense, dude. Phil Haas gets gassed.
Does he? In
Yes.
what fights?
There was one fight that he shouldn't have won that he got lucky that he won. I do not think he won one of those fights. Every time I see him, like his last one against Darren Wynn.
Darren Wynn he's certainly not top 15. But
Darren Wynn, come on. I mean,
his only loss is to Chris Curtis, Phil Haas. Oh, excuse me. He lost his
Chris
first
Curtis
fight
is
in Dana White
not
Tennessee.
impressive, dude.
Yes, he is.
He is not
I
impressive.
would-
He is
I'd
not
have to
impressive.
disagree.
Chris Curtis is going nowhere. in the UFC. Nowhere.
He was just ranked.
He will be not ranked in 2-3 years, bro. He will not be up there. You will not hear of Chris Curtis ever. Just like you won't hear of Phil Haas. You won't even hear Roman Dolidze.
That's fair. But
What
when he fought him at the end of last year, Chris Curtis was on a fucking tear. So that's a good loss to have. That's what I'm saying. It's a good loss.
Who was Chris Curtis fighting?
Chris Curtis had beaten him, Brendan Allen, and Rodolfo Vieira.
Wow.
And he lost to Jack Hermanson.
Brendan Allen.
Phil Haas, Brendan Allen. Rodolfo Vieira is not as great of a win.
What's that win down there for Chris Curtis?
Sean Lally. That was 4 years ago.
What the fuck is that?
That's 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
He's fighting Joaquin Buckley.
See, Chris Curtis beating Brendan Allen, a little impressive. Brendan Allen, overrated. Over fucking rated, dude. What has Brendan Allen done?
He's a good submission artist, man.
But what has he done?
We can't look at all these guys like, are they top 15ers? No, then they're not good.
I'm not. I think there's a lot of guys that aren't top 15. I'm not saying that at all. I just think, what has Brendan Allen done that everyone is
you're kind of shitting on 2 of the top 20 guys that aren't top 15, like Brendan Allen and Chris Curtis.
How am I shitting on?
You're saying that they're not good.
No, I'm saying, what have they done?
Right, and what they've done is they've been ranked, and they are top 20. I'm not denying you. I'm
top
not
20.
Yeah, that's not impressive.
I mean, if you come down to it, not really.
All right, I think that they're journeymen, and if you look at Brendan Allen, there's only 2 losses since he got to the UFC are Sean Strickland and Chris Curtis. Now you can say whatever you want about Chris Curtis.
I'm gonna steer it to Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland, there's a ceiling, right? Sean Strickland just thinks you can fucking just keep walking forward, and you're just gonna punch these jabs, dude. Like you're taking no damage. Like Sean Strickland, you're never gonna be ranked in the top 5 again, ever. You'll never see the top 5
Who is
again.
he fighting soon? He's fighting Jared Cannonier. He's gonna get slept.
You're about to get mollywopped.
He's gonna get slept.
Mollywopped like Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier has a better chance of being the Alex Pereira than he does. Way better chance.
Yes, I'll give him that.
Sean Strickland.
I thought Sean Strickland's rise was really weird. He goes to decisions with people.
Roman Dolidze is closer. Now what? Chris Curtis? Oh wait, no. Jack Hermanson, lost to Jack Hermanson.
No. There you go.
100 to 43. Yeah, I mean, Chris Curtis, you're a nobody.
That was a 2-week notice.
Yeah, you're a nobody. I'm not. I mean, this is great content. I mean, he is a nobody, bro. Like, I mean, come on.
He was just ranked in the top 15. I don't know how you can call him a nobody.
He's a nobody. He's facing
Joaquin Buckley.
If you were something, you would not be facing Joaquin Buckley in your next fight.
Ugh.
Who's winning that fight?
Curtis.
It's going to be a good fight.
It is going to be a good fight.
It's going to be a good fight.
It is going to be a good fight.
Who's got the reach advantage?
We got Curtis at 75. We got Buckley at 76.
Buckley's just running on these vibes of having the greatest
one of the greatest knockouts ever.
Like,
yeah, if you look at that, he does have some wins that are impressive, man.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah,
he beat Abdulrazak Alhassan, Albert Duraev. He had a really close fight with Nasruddin Imavov. Yeah, this one right here was the fucking crazy ass knockout. Right after he got knocked out by Kevin Holland.
There's levels to this fucking game, bro.
Of course there is.
Levels.
Now, am I saying that Chris Curtis is going to be a future champion? No. Am I saying?
But you're like saying that this guy is like actually like good.
He is.
He's not good.
What do you define as good?
Good? What do I define as good?
Are we talking about Chris Curtis?
That's a better question for you.
Are we talking about Chris Curtis?
What do you define as good?
I define as someone who's good as someone who goes.
And don't just say he's top 5.
No. I'm going to say someone who is proficient in at least one of the 3 major mixed martial arts, whether that be stand-up, wrestling,
It's everybody that fights in the UFC.
I don't think that everybody in the UFC is proficient at one side. At one, I think that you have to go on a nice 3-fight win streak. I think you have to face ranked opponents. I think that you have to be ranked at some point, and I think unless you're newish in the UFC, I can tell that you want to say something. So go ahead.
No, continue. You're burying yourself. I love it. Continue.
Why am I burying myself?
Bro, look at the
Brendan Allen was ranked. Jack Hermanson is ranked.
Honestly, Jack Hermanson is pretty damn good. Top
Mhm.
5 ranked. He fights one really good opponent. What happens? He's fucking destroyed, dude. Destroyed. 100-43.
So he came into that fight on a 2-week notice because Marvin Vettori backed out. He also fought Brendan Allen when Brendan Allen was ranked, and he knocked him out.
Where's Brendan Allen?
He's not ranked anymore because he was ranked.
Wow.
This is
I'm telling you right now, you're wrong.
Can we put up a Twitter poll?
He's not.
Can we put this to a Twitter poll?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, no one gives a fuck about Chris Curtis, so everyone's just gonna scroll past it anyway. They're gonna be like, who the fuck's Chris Curtis? Is that my cousin? Like, fucking guys, 2 similar names. No.
2 first names.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's no way he's good.
No, I'm not saying that at all. So why do you keep saying that?
Well, you're saying Chris Curtis isn't good.
Yeah, he's not good. He's not. Dead silence. Dead silence.
Yeah, what else you got?
What else you got? I got the answers, Sway. I got the answers.
You got the answers?
I got the answers.
Is that what you're doing?
I got the answers, Sway. You don't got the answers. I got them.
So you're now quoting Kanye?
I love Kanye, bro. I love him.
I love Kanye too. I think he's super entertaining. I just think he needs.
I think
he needs to step back.
I'm trying to do what Kanye does. I'm trying to bring a little fucking controversy to this fucking podcast. Chris Curtis, you're fucking trash.
I love it.
You're trash. Like, prove to me you're not trash. Don't take it as criticism to your game. To your game at all. Use it as motivation. You know, compliments are worse than
haters are like vegetables.
No.
They taste bad, but they're good for you.
No, compliments is worse. Compliments is worse than criticism, dude. Because if you get compliments, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna keep doing it. When in the meantime, they just want you to slow down so that they can catch up, bro.
All right, so Phil Haas or Roman Dolidze?
Fuck him. Roman Dolidze.
Okay.
I have no bets on Phil Haas, bro. I have Roman on like 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even gonna be betting on all
It's a close ass fight. What do you got there for long shot? Griffin, Waldo, Roman, Steve Garcia, and Alan Allen. Do you like Steve Garcia, or do you just have him on that one?
I just have him on that one because I think it's smart to bet on Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper's a name.
Oh shit, it's 8 o'clock already. You gotta start getting ready for this game.
Yeah, Chase Hooper's a name. And he just came off an impressive win. It wasn't an impressive win. He just fucking won a fight. He's young, lengthy, chin's weak. Steve Garcia, knockout artist. Not knockout artist, but I think he's got power to knock out fucking Chase Hooper. And I think if he connects and can stay off the ground and show somewhat that he can not get ragdolled by a paper towel, yeah, I think Steve Garcia could win.
Nice. All right.
Did you like that paper towel quote?
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
All right, so this week we got Arnold Allen, Max Griffin, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Josh Fremd, and Dustin Jacoby. Next week we got to start talking about this pay-per-view, and I want to have a Twitter space where we talk about the pay-per-view because we haven't talked about UFC 281 nearly enough, and it is going to be a fucking banger, dude. Not only is it going to be a banger, but there's so many more picks that I want to talk about.
Yeah, we can go for another fucking hour, dude, honestly.
I don't really feel like it.
Yeah.
Carlos Esparza, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, what are you betting on this card? What are your bets?
I like Max Griffin. I like Waldo Cortez Acosta, and I like Andrei Arlovsky. I'm going to mix those up a little bit. That's really it, though. I'm not going to put a lot of money on this card. We did win we won about 8-9 units combined profit on this last podcast, and I'm going to use most of that. Well, we already put a little bit of it towards the podcast fund, and I'm going to say that I'm going to use another 1 or 2 units for the pay-per-view. So I'm basically have free bets on the next pay-per-view for what we won. I think that's pretty good.
Oh, for the stash? Oh, you're gonna use it for the
No,
bets?
I'm going to use it for bets for UFC 281.
Oh, the stash?
No, I'm
What
going
are
to
you
use.
talking about?
I said the profits that we won. We already put some aside to the stash, and then
Yeah.
with the rest of the money, I can now put more bets towards UFC 281, and basically be betting for free.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I think that there's a lot of bets. Not only I think next weekend's fight night is also really worth betting on.
Yeah, I feel like we really need to dial in here. We need to make money on these fight nights to be able to bet on the pay-per-view and still have money.
That's what. Yeah.
Like
Neil Magny.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna throw up some polls. I think Neil Magny has that in the fucking bag, dude. Has that in the fucking bag. I'm not betting on Arlovsky. Yeah, that's that.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check out our Twitter at @complete_MMA for more of our content. We've been posting content daily, whether it be tweets, whether it be responding to many more famous Twitter profiles that we've been interacting with more and more and getting a good relationship with them. So watch for a little bit of interactions between us and some of the huge Twitter profiles because we have been getting in there. We've been running a lot of polls, so make sure you visit our profile constantly. Check our pinned tweet where we'll have our most noticeable poll at the time. We will be going live on Twitter Spaces 2 to 3 times a week. We'll be having a podcast 1 to 2 times a week, and we will always be tweeting before it comes out. So you'll want to give us a follow so you can see when we're going live. Shout out to Fans Only Sports and their many social medias for promoting us. And you will see us again next Thursday at 7 o'clock, if not earlier. We'll definitely be doing Twitter Spaces at some point, probably this weekend. Well, Sunday Spaces will be coming up. We'll be doing that. Talk about UFC Vegas.
Spaces coming up every single day. Every single day. Every single day we need to have a space because we're going to be left behind. And then all we're doing right now is for nothing. So
thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will see you very soon. Again, give us a follow on our Twitter at @complete_MMA for the most constant content that we will be posting. We're doing about 50 tweets a day, and a lot of that is interactable with you guys, and we love to hear your comments, your suggestions, your questions from the fans. We can talk about it on the podcast, so make sure you give us those as well. We're going to be headed out of here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you soon.